Dear Diary.
Smile more when you come by. Smile more when I see you. Smile more when the sun shines bright. Believe me, I need you. Smile more when you blow me up. Smile more when I see your face. Smile more when I feel love. Smile less when I need to.
Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. Today we're going to be talking about Bible study time, your quiet time. I call it quiet time, but whatever you want to call it, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. It is your time with God, your personal alone time with God. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to get out of the way is, when do you have it? Like, when do you have Bible study time? When do you have your quiet time? Honestly, I know a lot of people like to do it in the morning, some people like to do it at night, some people like to do it in the afternoon. I just find myself doing it whenever I can. I personally like to do it in the morning if I can, but if I want to have it twice a day, I'll have it twice a day. If I want to have them 3 times a day, then I will. If I can only do it in the morning or in the night in that day, I do it. I think what's important is that you just have your quiet time with God. You have that time with God, period. Doesn't matter whether it's in the morning, whether it's in the night. It doesn't matter if it's like, oh man, I missed it that morning. What am I gonna do? I can't go back. I mean, if you have a few extra minutes in your afternoon or your evening, if you'd rather stay up late and have your quiet time, do it. You don't have to stick on a schedule with God. He kind of, he understands. It's fine. So I do it. I personally like to have it in the morning, but I also do it at night. Sometimes I do it both. Sometimes I have it multiple times a day. Just depends. So next thing, I personally like to have my quiet time first by praying, and this is why. Let me tell you why. So I just like to pour my heart out to God before I start. Get everything out off my chest. Pray about people that I want to pray for, or bring up any petitions, like, oh, pretty please get me a pony. I don't really say that, but you know what I mean. So pray to God and then ask him for discernment and wisdom and understanding of his word, which I'm about to get into, and shows me anything that I need, that he wants to work on with me, and things that I should change, things I didn't notice before or understand. So I like to pray about that before I start getting into his word. So when I do open up the Bible and read, this is what I do. First, okay, let me say this. I don't think it's very important. I know some people feel the need to read through a whole chapter, read through 2 chapters, or however many they want to in the day before they feel like, man, I had some fun Bible study time. So I don't think your Bible study time or your quiet time, your time with God, should be rushed. Like, if you're with your best friend and you love them and you want to hang out with them, you would hate it if they were just like, hey, we've got a schedule to stick to, we've got to do this, and this before, I leave today, because then we're not going to really have hung out. Sticking to a schedule, I don't think that's so important. I don't think you need to read through a whole chapter to, feel like you really had some quiet time. Like, what if you just didn't understand anything that you read? What if you don't really even remember anything that you read? This is not to say that, it's bad to go through a whole chapter. I'm just saying, take your time and don't feel rushed. And if you want to go back to it, go back to it, So, personally me, I will stick on maybe a few verses or a section for multiple days. A whole chapter, if I have to stay on the whole chapter for multiple days or weeks, I do, until I feel like it is good to move on. So the way that I personally have my Bible study time is I will go through the passage and I will underline anything that sticks out to me, or any words, And I will take time to think about it and meditate on it and pray about it actually, and ask God, what do you mean by this? What do you want to say with this? If it's something I don't understand, or if it's something that I feel convicted about, then I'll pray about it and I'll ask God for forgiveness right there. But I take my time and I go through it. I underline things. I highlight. I personally like to highlight. I feel like my whole Bible is going to be highlighted, honestly, by the time I'm like 90, maybe 70. Probably, yeah, maybe 70. 70 is a good number. Yeah, pretty much my whole Bible will probably be highlighted. But, okay. I like to go through each section and just dissect it, kind of soak it in. I personally have a journaling Bible. So I will draw on the side of it. I will write notes, like what I think, any questions. I will circle any questions that I see in the Bible. I will also highlight where it's answered in the Bible. So there Jesus asks the question, or the disciples ask the question. I will see later that it was answered, and I will highlight that, and I will underline it, and I will think about it and dissect it and, reflect it back on my life. So I think these are all important. This is personally what I try to do with my quiet time. This is what I think is important in my quiet time. So if you guys do it differently, let me know in the comment section below. If you liked, or if you want to know more about my Bible study time, comment below and I will respond. So this is just how I like to do it. So that's it, y'all. That's it. So I will see you guys next Saturday. Peace.